Welcome to Weir Reading Virtual Storytime for March 16th, 2026, Part 2. Today's theme is St. Patrick's Day. The Night Before St. Patrick's Day by Natasha Wing, illustrated by Amy Walmer. 'Twas the night before St. Patrick's, the day to wear green. Not a creature was stirring, except Tim and Maureen. They decked out the den from the ceiling to floor with streamers and rainbows and shamrocks galore. Later, they carefully made traps with gold charms and rings. I bet we catch a leprechaun, they love shiny things. For if they caught one, so the legend told, they'd find where he buried his big pot of gold. They set all the traps round the room with great care, in hopes a wee Irishman soon would be theirs. The children then nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of golden coins danced in their head. "Happy St. Patty's," said Dad early the next morning. Then he started to play bagpipes without warning. He huffed and he puffed an old Irish song. Mom dished out green eggs and sang loudly along. When from their bedroom there arose such a clatter, the kids ran to the hallway to see what was the matter. And what to their wondering eyes should appear? But a terrible mess, a leprechaun was here. "Be quiet," whispered Maureen, "he's hiding somewhere. When we find him, remember we must hold a stare, for if you look away, if you so much as blink, leprechauns vanish quick as a wink." The kids trailed muddy footprints back and forth across the floor, which led them under Tim's bed and past the closet door. And then, inside a trap, they heard someone giggling. A real live leprechaun. They both saw him wriggling. His eyes, how they twinkled, his body so tiny. His hands clasped a trinket so golden and shiny. He was dressed in all green from his head to his toes, and he looked like a cobbler wearing fairy-sized clothes. The children approached him, staring straight in his eyes. "Tell us where the gold is. Don't be tricky, no lies." "I buried it under a rock, smooth and hard. It's marked with an X right in your backyard." But when the kids went outside with their shovel and pick, they instantly saw it had been a big trick. "Ha ha! I fooled you. It's time to disappear. Happy St. Patty's Day to you, and better luck next year." The end. We're going to make a handprint leprechaun. What you'll need is a pair of scissors, a pen, and your craft to go kit, which has these foam pieces in it. We have the string to hang it up. We've got the sticky foam hat, a sticky foam bow tie, the leprechaun's head. These are his eyebrows. This is his nose. And this is his little tongue that goes here. And this is the buckle for his hat. And then you have these two-sided sticky foam pieces to stick your handprints. What you'll do is you'll put two handprints, put them on the back of that, and that'll make your beard or your hair, whichever you want to. It's kind of a combination of both. Now the instructions are included in the kit, but basically what you're going to do, the first thing, and this is going to be a little rough for me because these are kid-size foam, you're going to trace your child's hands onto the foam and then cut it out. This pen isn't working here. All right, try that again. I'm sure you probably could use a pencil, but I think a pen will show up best on the foam. So I'm going to do that for both hands. It's going to be tricky doing my left hand or my right hand because I'm right-handed. I'm just going to try to do my best. Oof. It's a little sloppy. And then once I'm done tracing, I'm going to cut them out with scissors. And I don't cut very straight either, so most likely I'm going to use the backs of these so that you can't see the pen marks. But I'm going to go ahead and turn this off while I cut them, and I'll come right back and we'll assemble it. Now, as you can see, there is ink on these, so I'm just going to turn them over and do them the reverse way. Now, to assemble, the first thing we're going to do is punch out these little dots on the leprechaun head. We're going to insert the string in one and tie a knot. And then insert a string into the other side. And tie a knot. There it is. So now we have the string to hold so you can hang it up. And the first thing we're going to do is affix. See, they're overlapping. We're going to affix the hair. I guess they're mostly a beard. To the back of the leprechaun head. So I'm just going to put, since I laid it out, I'm going to take this and pull off the backing. And I'm going to lay it up, go up and down. Sorry, trial and error. That looks better. Stick that on there. And you can see the beard is hanging off. Then we're just going to put the parts on. You can see this is where the bow tie goes. So let's peel that off and carefully stick that on. You can see the little tongue goes here. You got eyebrows. Nice bushy ones. You got a nose. And you have your hat. So make sure you peel the paper off the back. And we're just going to lay that on there. Then we're going to put the buckle right in the middle. And there he is, your handprint leprechaun craft.